Well, fellas, how about it? Ben Simmons is an all-star. How about it? The guy without a jumper. The guy who can't shoot. The kid that these Sixers fans want to trade. Not everyone. I know it's a small minority, but it's a loud minority. He's an all-star. This year, he's averaging about 16.7 points a game up to this point, 9.5 rebounds, 8.2 assists without a jump shot. It's crazy. See, it's funny because I feel like hearing the nonsense, hearing these ridiculous fans saying to get rid of him, has completely changed my mentality with Ben Simmons. I was someone who was so brutal on him, yelling at him for not shooting, yelling at him for the spacing on the floor, just crushing him. And don't get me wrong, it's still an issue, and I still think there are going to be games where it comes down to that it might hurt us. But Ben Simmons is an all-star in his second year playing. Third year total, second year playing, all-star, without being able to shoot. It's remarkable. It's remarkable. This kid is a special talent. I don't want to hear the arguments that with 5, 6, 7 seconds left in the game, he doesn't want to be the guy. And I've done a complete 180 because I was harsh on him. I never said I wanted to trade him, but I was always harsh on him. I'm not even harsh on him anymore because I feel like it's ridiculous how far it's really gone. Now, it's full on. Just, I get there's going to be growing pains. I get there's going to be times where he should shoot it. I know there's going to be times where his spacing on the floor might hurt us. I understand there might be a playoff series where he struggles. I get it. And I'm all on board on him experiencing those moments because it's only going to make him better. He's an all-star. And I'm not shocked. I'm not shocked. He's having that type of season. I'm very proud of him. Now, Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, the first Sixers duo to be in the All-Star game since Iverson and Mutombo back in early 2000s. It's crazy to think about where we were. It's crazy to think about Joel Embiid will never play because he's always injury-prone and his foot's going to cause him problems all the time. Look at the history of the big men. He's never going to be able to play. Back-to-back starting All-Star games. Ben Simmons, he got hurt. All-Star game in his second year. I'm pumped. I'm very happy for the Sixers' future, of course, and I'm happy for Ben. Because, like I said, I know it's a minority, but it's a loud minority. And there's no reason for it to ever be to this extreme, to trade him because he can't shoot. Isn't it crazy that he's this effective and can't shoot? Isn't it crazy that he's an all-star in the NBA at the age that he is and can't shoot? What does that say? Stop focusing on the one thing that he struggles at. And let's take a look at the way he rebounds as a guard. Let's look at his defense. Elite D. Who can literally defend almost any position. Let's look at the way he sees the floor. But no, let's just crush him for not being able to shoot. Let's just crush him. I know there were times when I did it in the past, but I have a new set of eyeballs. I have a new set of eyeballs for the Ben Simmons love. Because it's hit a whole different level with this fan base. He is a serious threat. Are there holes in his game? Absolutely. Does he need to get better? Absolutely. Will he get better? Yes. Is it going to happen overnight? No. But you need to realize what this kid really is. And you need to think about the fact that he is an all-star at his age. You're putting him at the top elite of the league at his age. It's pretty ridiculous. It's pretty ridiculous. I remember. It's crazy because I do. I remember just criticizing him on a whole new level. When we played the Utah Jazz and Ben was taking like 3 shots in a game. And I said, I'd rather have Donovan Mitchell. He shoots at least 2 of 30, but at least he's taking them. Oh, how the times have changed. Oh, have I realized how special this kid is. It's like I wiped off the crap that just showed me the missed jump shots. And everybody needs to do it. Don't give me, I don't want to hear, this is a shooter's league. You need a point guard that can shoot. He's going to develop it. I actually have faith that he's going to develop it. Because here's why. The kid knows. The kid knows. The kid has worked on it. And you can see it a little bit on how much it's gotten better, especially from the fadeaway post position. We know, and he knows. So there's no doubt in my mind that this offseason, it's only going to be at an aggressive level once again to get better. He hears the critics. He hears the fans. He hears everybody. He hears the league. This kid can't shoot. This kid can't shoot. He sees the Celtics. He sees the way that he gets defended. He knows. I'm telling you, there's going to be a big-time difference. I know it wasn't to this level, but LeBron couldn't shoot when he came in the league. And I know, like I said, it wasn't to the Ben Simmons level, but it was a huge hole in his game. I understand I'm comparing one of the greatest to ever play the game to Ben Simmons. But I know that it will get better. And it's a work in progress, and it's going to happen. Tyrone Johnson of 97.5 said this statement, and I really do agree with it completely. Young teams do not win in the NBA. They don't win. You look at OKC. James Harden. Kevin Durant. Russell Westbrook. Look at them now. Look at them when they were on the same team in OKC. Young teams don't win. This is a grown man's league. When you get older, when you get bigger, when you get physical, and your body grows into the level that it needs to in the NBA, when you get smarter, when you realize the game, when you have experience in this league, that's when players reach their full potential. Look at the teams that win. Look at the teams that win and the type of players on those rosters. Okay? Golden State. It wasn't all easy in the beginning of their little spurt. They needed some years to develop, and adding guys like Kevin Durant, bang. LeBron, Kevin Love. I'm already thinking, when you think of the Spurs and the run through Tim Duncan, Tony Parker, Ginobili. When you look at the Lakers, Kobe Bryant when he was older. I mean, young teams like what the Sixers have, they don't win. Of course, there might be young players on these rosters, but young 20-year-olds don't win NBA championships. And that's what this team is. This team, this core of players, the stars on this team are young 20-year-olds. It just doesn't work that way. I'm sure that there might be, once in a blue moon, something happens. But overall, it's a grown man's league. So it's going to take time. But the moral of the story is, our guy, Ben Simmons, is in the All-Star game. He is an All-Star. He deserves it. And the fact that he has done this without having a legitimate jump shot should open up the eyeballs to the Ben Simmons haters. It should. I mean, that is a serious statement. Because what happens when he does have one? Whether it's a legit, consistent one or one that just has defenders respect him more, that's going to open up his game tremendously. From the fact that, one, he either just knocks them down, or two, they have to respect him more, and that actually opens up driving the lane. Put some respect on Ben Simmons. I have made a complete 180. I know I've said some things in the past that are kind of harsh and kind of brutal, but I am just on a whole nother level now. My eyeballs have been washed. I took a couple showers, and I see what this kid truly is, and I'm okay with the ups and downs. I know there's going to be learning moments. I know there's going to be games down the stretch where he doesn't go to the rim because he's afraid of the free throw line. I know there's going to be teams like the Celtics, if we see him in the playoffs, that might expose his inability to shoot. I get that might happen, but he will get better. He will learn from those, and he's a young player in his second year. This is what it is. We're so used to him putting up legit numbers in this league that we forget how young he is and how raw he is in this league. This isn't an easy walk in the park. It's not. It's not an easy walk in the park to join this league. Ben Simmons. He's an all-star, baby, and I love it. Let me know what you think down below. I'll see you next time.